My name is Jenna Palant, and I'm a style-crazed full-time creative living in sunny San Diego. In 2016, my husband and I purchased our forever home, and now, in between balancing my upholstery business, our 4 dogs, and just life in general, I'm going to renovate our home room by room, project by project myself, with some fun help from a few of my friends along the way. And I'm going to share it all with you right here on YouTube. So, are you ready to see a room bloom?
Hey, color lovers, and welcome to the 30th episode of Room Bloom on YouTube. This week is the official kickoff for the Spring 2021 Room Challenge. So if you're watching this and are new to my YouTube channel and Room Bloom itself, welcome. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, y'all. This time around for the One Room Challenge, I am renovating our formal living room space, an area of our home we haven't really done a whole lot with. Well, except buying that rad vintage 70s sofa for it back in December. The space overall has wonderful architecture, this massive fireplace, and a built-in bar. All areas within the space that I'll be transforming week by week for the One Room Challenge. For those of you who may not be familiar with the One Room Challenge, it's a biannual online design event where professional interior designers and guest participants have 6 weeks to design and renovate an entire room. The spring ORC usually kicks off in April, but since the pandemic hit, they postponed it a month and are now also giving us an additional 2 weeks to work our magic. 8 weeks in total, y'all. Yeah, I'm definitely not mad about that. To get started on this challenge, I knew I wanted to paint our wood windows a bright, inviting white. So today, that is the first formal living room project I'm sharing with y'all on Room Bloom. But before I got to that white paint, there was plenty of painting prep work to do, which included repairing the windowsill chew marks that Cash the dogfish made as a puppy. Fun times. And then the usual stuff, like disassembling the window mechanics, cleaning each of the window cranks, caulking around all that wood trim, cutting back any extra window tape, and last but not least, using Crud Cutter's Gloss Off to prep the windows varnished and stained wood for painting. This product will save you hours in the elbow grease department. It literally makes it so you don't have to strip or sand any finished wood for painting. How rad is that? Then, once all the wood has been wiped down with Crud Cutters, I usually allow it to dry for at least 24 hours before I start priming, which gives me ample time to clean all the window's glass and tape around all of its trim. Just in time to start the smelly task of priming, which is smelly because I swear by using Zinsser's oil-based cover stain primer on all of my wood painting projects. It says it's low odor, which is crazy because it's still smelly AF, but you simply cannot beat how it primes the wood for the paint. So in my book, the smell is more than worth it. Also, minus the smell, the primer is actually the simplest of the painting prep steps. Because once the primer dries, I do a light sanding over the primer, wipe it clean, and then it's finally time to get to painting, which usually ends up being the most tedious task of all when it comes to painting windows. Okay, so maybe not in everyone's home, but in our house, the wood is so dang dry, y'all. For example, when me and Dee first moved into this house, we orange oiled all of the wood, and then came out the next morning only to discover that it looked like we hadn't even applied it. Thus, because the wood is so dry, it sucks up the moisture in the paint. So you paint the windows thinking you've got it all covered, and then you come out the next day only to find that it has a light blue tint to it. That means you simply do not have enough of the white paint layered on the wood yet. So what should be more like 2 coats of paint ended up being close to 8, which is frustrating to say the least, and is why I really didn't make too much progress during the postponement like some other participating designers did. Oh well, at least I made some progress, right? And there you have it. The formal living room's windows have been painted that bright, inviting white. Please join me back here next week for the exciting art installation I had installed yesterday over the fireplace's wood structure. It's the first pops of color within the walls of this One Room Challenge space. So gosh darn exciting. Laters!